Ever pondered the origins of common phrases we use in our daily conversations? Like, have you ever heard someone being referred to as piss poor? Well, back in the day, families used to collect urine in a pot and sell it to tanneries where it was used to tan animal skins. If a family's survival depended on this, they were known as piss poor. But even worse off were those who couldn't afford a pot to collect urine. They were said to not have a pot to piss in, marking them as the lowest of the low. Moving forward to the 1500s, when cleanliness and hygiene were a luxury, not a norm. Most folks got married in June right after their yearly bath in May. By June, they were just starting to smell, and brides would carry a bouquet of flowers to mask the body odor, a tradition that has carried over to today's weddings. Bathing was a communal affair, with the man of the house taking the first dip in the clean water, followed by the other men and sons, then the women, and finally the children. By the time it was the baby's turn, the water was so dirty that one could potentially lose them in it. Hence the saying, "Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater." Houses back then had thatched roofs, a warm haven for small animals. But when it rained, the roofs became slippery, and the animals would sometimes slip and fall off, leading to the phrase, "It's raining cats and dogs." The floors were made of dirt, and only the wealthy could afford anything else, hence the term dirt poor. The affluent had slate floors, which would get slippery in the winter. To keep their footing, they would spread straw on the floor, creating a threshold. In the kitchen, a big kettle hung over the fire, and the family stew would be cooked in it. They would eat the stew for dinner, leaving leftovers to cool overnight and start over the next day. This led to the rhyme, "Peas porridge hot, peas porridge cold, peas porridge in the pot, 9 days old." When a family could afford pork, they would display their bacon to guests as a sign of wealth, or bringing home the bacon. They would cut off a little to share with guests, and they would all chew the fat. Those with money had plates made of pewter. However, food with high acid content, such as tomatoes, would cause the lead in the plates to leach onto the food, causing lead poisoning. This led to the belief that tomatoes were poisonous for about 400 years. Bread, a staple food, was divided according to status. Workers got the burnt bottom, the family got the middle, and guests got the top, or the upper crust. So, the next time you use one of these phrases, remember the fascinating and sometimes surprising history behind them. It's a testament to how language evolves over time, often reflecting the living conditions and social norms of the past.